The California High-Speed Rail Authority has put out a request for qualification for design and construction of the Madera to Merced part of its initial operating segment. This is the very first part of this process to get this to construction. If you've been paying attention to this channel, you know we've been talking about the possibility of Merced being left off the iOS completely. So what does this mean? Well, the rubber doesn't hit the road until the chosen contractor gets a notice to proceed for construction, and that's still a ways off, but this does open up the possibility that maybe the California High-Speed Rail Authority is going for it on Merced, even though they probably don't have the funds to pull it off. Yet another wrinkle and more action for your prediction markets. With that, let's take a look at the Central Valley progress. Capital outlay budget summary. Well, there's always next year because there are 2 months of reporting left in the fiscal year, and they've come up $800 million short of the budget by spending sums like $102.8 million in a month. I get asked why they're not spending very much, and one reason is that they don't want to run out of cash. They currently have $4.3 billion stockpiled. Federal funding is 91% spent. 94% of the bond money from Prop 1A in 2008 has been issued. They're getting pretty close to their only income being $1 billion a year from the state cap and invest carbon tax. And even that has been called into question lately thanks to some moves by the California Air Resources Board that could put the squeeze on the amount of money the state greenhouse gas reduction fund produces. Design build expenditures, Daily average on-site workers, 1,461. Construction progress, structures, 3 more structures completed, 1 new one started. That is 3 behind the new schedule, aiming for September 2027 completion. Guideway, 3 miles completed in April. Keep in mind these reports run 2 months behind. Also, 2 new miles of Guideway started. Completion is on target for the new schedule. Finally, some good news there. CP1 earned value chart, not encouraging. Schedule performance index has dropped to 0.91. 1 indicates on schedule there. The long-term trend line could be worse. The short-term trend line is, well,
inconceivable.
The CP23 chart is a different story. Both the long-term and short-term trends look fine. And then they have that little blip on the end for the Tide Arch Bridge over State Route 43 north of Hanford, which isn't expected to be done until March of 2027. That wraps it up for California High-Speed Rail.